dusty anyway.
Unfucking for 25 full years, I was unbothered.
I always remind you of that too.
I know you do.
Because Big Rob has this, I want to be alone. I don't want to be bothered thing. So when he finally got a family, I was so happy to realize that he was never, ever, ever, ever going to be alone again.
I like my suclidity. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm making shit up. Thanks. Yeah, my I love my clitoris. The fuck? That's not what I said.
Okay. Anyway, so
hi guys.
Welcome back to the Cross of Mind podcast.
Wow, what an intro. She don't fuck with y'all. Clearly. This is why I'm the star. This is how you do it.
Go ahead, do
Welcome back to the Cross and Minds podcast. I'm your host, Big Rob, along with
V-Ezee.
That's enough. Don't say no more. I got this shit. You feel me now?
Oh my God. It's about to be some DV on this camera in a second. Keep fucking blocking me out.
V, what's up with you?
So we didn't do any questions this week.
Nah, but we got a story submission.
A nice little story, right?
Nasty story. Y'all motherfuckers is nasty out here, y'all.
So my friend, she was having the time of her life, right? In Vegas. So
Hold on, why did she tell you this story? If what stays in Vegas, if what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, how you know?
Because what happened didn't stay. So she decided to tell me.
Go ahead.
So she went to Vegas and she was living her best life. She was doing her ones and twos, right? So
having mad sex. I'm translating for the fellas.
She was out there. She met a gentleman, right? So she should have just left his ass in Vegas. So then she took a trip somewhere else. He wanted to tag along. He wanted to see her. So he paid for his ticket. She went a few days ahead of time, right? And then he came and spent one day. You'll see why one day is just heavily emphasized right now. One fucking day.
So let me get this straight. They left Vegas. They're no longer in Vegas. She went home. He went home. But she was going somewhere close to, I guess, where he lived. Or she just traveled.
She just took a trip to go see a friend in a different state.
And he said, "I'll meet you at that state."
Yes.
For one day.
Yes.
Caught a plane.
How
much was the ticket?
Let's say in total he spent over $500, including a hotel room and everything. So I mean, he must have some kind of money if he can just up and go like that, right?
Simp ass motherfucker. Go ahead.
So they're in their little destination, right?
Hotel.
And she's not with it. Like she's not with it.
She's not with what?
She's not with the shits at all. She doesn't want to have sex. The reason why she doesn't want to have sex is because she was expecting to get more inches. And when she seen it, she was like, so I asked her, I was like, oh, did you hear the part where, on one of the episodes, I was like, oh, you pissed on your balls? She was like, bitch, it was worse than that. It was at his belly button and the light was on. He got embarrassed and tried to cover it up.
Oh, so he pulled out the shrimp.
No, she walked in. I'm going to tell Art. So she had to use the restroom because it was his room that he rented out. So she thought it'd be polite of her to take a shit somewhere else.
Ladies, that's good. Go, get out. Go take a shit somewhere else. Nobody want to smell that when they trying to smash. I'm being clear.
Whatever. So she says, oh, I have to go buy a toothbrush. She said, fuck this toothbrush. I need to go take a shit.
She took a shit at CVS.
So then she did her dues, right? She let it go. She dropped her kids off. That's the poop.
She pooped.
And then she came back. So the lights was on. He had his mans out, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
How much mans was out? Was it the boys? It don't sound like the mans.
It sound like the kitties. The kitties is out. And so she said she was so disgusted. Like she said she has never been so disgusted in her life, and all he wanted to do was like eat her out to get her in the mood. She said, "I was sick of that shit."
Oh my God! Imagine eating pussy for that long. And not getting nothing.
And then she fell asleep.
While he was eating out?
She doesn't even remember how she fell asleep.
Oh, he got his nut off.
No, he didn't. Because she would have at least felt something.
No, he busted while eating her out.
Ew.
No wonder he paid. How much he paid?
He paid too much not to get pussy. And that shit is so funny to me. And then he wanted to do it again.
Do what again?
Spend money not to get pussy, like
I'd never.
And so I asked, I was like, how do you spend so much money to go somewhere and not get any action? Like
logically, man, if I had to use my man brain,
please tell us.
I'm thinking his dick is very small, and it's small where he's from. So I
Small where
guess
he's from.
I guess she doesn't remember their sexual interaction in Vegas.
That's rough.
Maybe they were both drunk, and he was like, finally, someone enjoyed this, and then he was like, fuck it, I'll pay whatever to get my shit off. Paid that 500 for her to
500
then
plus.
see it, yeah, for her to then see it sober, and she was like, yeah, this ain't happening.
Ugh, that's rough. That's really rough to have to deal with that. But that
Hey,
was
bro,
that's
there's
my little
toys,
story.
bro. Put a strap on, go crazy. They'll
Didn't
never
you
judge
ask
again.
that before?
Nick, you asked that
No.
on our IG. Dude, what'd you say?
Ladies, would you be with a man that had to wear a strap on and get hard and give you raw dick?
Like, I'm like, what?
First
the
of all,
fuck?
don't make my voice
That's
sound like that
exactly-
ever the fuck again, because I
Man,
did not sound
You
like that.
definitely said that. You
don't do
definitely
that.
sounded just like that.
Not even remotely close. But whatever, we're just gonna move on to quarantine
let's
talk.
move. Yeah, let's move on. Quarantine.
You get on my
Let's move
fucking
on.
nerves.
I was gonna pull it up too, but you
Pull what up? All right, go ahead.
Anywho, quarantine talk, ladies. You guys' favorite segment. Is it their favorite segment?
No, I think the nasty stories are their favorite
Yeah, that shit
segment.
is
That's
their
why
favorite
we
segment. Y'all
always
some
get them in our
nasties.
DMs.
Y'all some fucking nasties. Quarantine talk. What's new? King Jong Un is damn near dead.
Don't even stop.
The Rockefellers have abandoned oil.
I wonder why.
They signed another stimulus package to give somebody more money. I don't know if it's us. Some of y'all, I still didn't get my first round, so I ain't looking forward to it.
No, not at all. Like, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is all proposals. So it's not even like, don't bank on that $2,000 for a
not
whole
at
year.
all.
Like,
the $2,000, it just sounds good. So somebody could be like, "Yeah, I'm reelecting that motherfucker." Like,
Yeah,
nah,
no.
nobody's doing $2,000 to 16 year. You heard it right? It's
To 16-year-olds.
$2,000 to 16 people that are 16 and up that make less than $130,000 a year.
no shit.
Why the fuck would somebody that makes $100,000 a year need $2,000 a month, mama, for 6 months?
Yeah, no, it just
That shit
doesn't seem
sounds
like it's
nutty.
going to happen. And if it does happen, shit, that's just a come up for everybody in America right now.
Nah, that's just gonna be a come down once everything hits for real. But
Well, you might
know,
have a
to
point
each-
there.
To each, I'm not. I just know it's not feasible. 2,000, they'll fix it. They'll change it. They'll call it 1,000 a month, or 500, 600 a month, or something. They'll drop it.
I mean, they also have to include the kids because the limit now, the cutoff is $500 for each kid.
Yeah.
That's also in the proposal. So if you have
100%.
5, don't think that you're going to get 500 for each of those kids.
Nah.
You only getting 5 for those 3, and
For
that's
3 kids,
it.
yeah, up to 3 kids.
Period.
Which is dope. I think that's dope though. But if the kid is 16, they qualify for that full 1,000.
2,000, but let's
Yeah, well,
you're
I'm sorry. I apologize.
you're just dropping it down
I'm
to
dropping
American
it down because that shit is
standards.
not realistic at all, man.
No.
Chicago. Where was that big ass party at? In Chicago.
Listen, Facebook really be cutting the fuck up, okay? They really tried to stop me from sharing that story. So there was 1,000-something people in this fucking house party. People
Chicago.
wearing masks. Like, I don't know if
They were.
they had on masks at this fucking party. And then in Georgia, there were cars lined up. I don't know where the fuck these people were at, where they were going.
So it begs the question: is it really as bad? Like we're very close to the epicenter of this shit, right? We're right next to New York, where it's the worst.
Right.
But again, I said it last week. I talked to people who have no idea who has it, never met anyone who has it. They live in a state that is maybe 50 people with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably government officials that travel a lot. Outside of that, like, is Georgia hit like that?
I don't know. It just makes you
Chicago
wonder.
feeling it?
It just makes you wonder how severe it really is. I'm not downgrading it to the people who have it because I have a friend who had it and
My
she's fine
dad
now.
had it.
Like, it's just, I think it just depends on the individual and how healthy you are to see if you're actually going to make it. If you don't have any underlying conditions,
You should
for
be
the most part,
okay,
you should
I
be
guess.
okay.
But then there's stories of people with underlying conditions making it. But R.I.P. Fred the Godson, he just died because of it. So it's very confusing. It's like, how is it really that bad, or isn't it that bad?
I don't even know what to say at this
Because at
point.
this point, I have a friend, his mother, my sister's mother, my father,
My best friend.
your best friend. They all had it, and
and they're
everybody's
all
fine.
fine. Like, they're all fine.
So it's kind of like I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I'm starting to feel.
I don't. Nobody knows. And then
Go ahead,
death.
Casey.
But but
Go ahead, Casey. Do your thing.
what I also saw that they're doing is if you pass away in the hospital, they're automatically putting it as you died of COVID. And
That's
some people
making it
didn't
worse.
die of COVID. Some people have heart disease or they
Yeah.
died of an overdose
And they
or whatever
happen to
else.
have had COVID maybe or close to it, and they calling that the reason for that. I don't know. At this point, it's not that I'm ready to go back outside and live regular life.
No, we're ready.
No,
We're the
she's
fuck
right.
ready.
She's right. I'm ready. Yo. I'm ready.
And it's not even like to go out party. It's just to
Nah,
be
it's
able to
just-
go to the
yeah,
park, be able
man.
to go to the gym because I'm tired of looking like this. I want to have a snatched body. Who the fuck wants to work out at home?
Yo,
Like
listen,
realistically, there's
I'm
no
not-
motivation when you're at
I'm
home.
gonna keep it G. I'm not knocking at home workouts. It's not for me. The working out at home, I'm comfortable, relaxed, and lazy at home. I'm allowed to be. When I get my ass up and drive 5, 10, 15 minutes to the gym, I know why I'm there. Do you get what I'm
like
saying?
you didn't just waste that
I
gas
didn't waste
to
that gas to
fucking
go
be
stand up.
lackadaisical.
Yeah, no, like I like the gym atmosphere. I've always liked it.
Not the
When I'm
stinky
at-
part.
when
Some of
I-
y'all be
yeah.
leaving y'all pussy in the bathroom and y'all just got to come back in there and pick it
Ooh,
up.
That's tough. I couldn't. I can't say I've smelled women at the gym. I thank God that I've never smelled a woman at the gym. I know dudes always stink though.
I
They
mean,
always
but that's
smell like
different. They
ass.
smell like musk. Like my friend walked in, she was like, "Oof," because I only like to work out with one person, and that's not saying that can't change. But the one friend that I have, she
That's 'cause
actually goes
yeah,
out
she goes hard though.
and she works, and like she keeps me motivated. I can't work with somebody that's like, "Oh man, I can't do it because I'm already fucking lazy." So you being lazy,
Big
bitch, we
facts.
gonna do 10 squats and go to fuck
Go
home, and then
home.
period. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. So the at home stuff, like, it's too many factors for me. Like, I'm a big guy, yo. I'm not about to jump in the living room and watch the TV shake. And do
Yeah,
all
no,
this
we're
nut
not doing
shit.
that.
Then it'd be fucking
Thunder
raining.
thighs.
Yeah, right. It'd be raining outside. I'm big again. I don't feel like jumping and slicking my foot all over the wet ground and being in the grass.
Ew.
It just sounds so disgusting. So, you
Slapping
know,
that meat everywhere, that fat back all on the grass.
every opportunity she can get, yo. Every single
Slander.
fucking one. Every single one, bro. Slander the world. But I miss the gym, and that's one of the things that I know I took for granted because it's one of those things you always think is gonna be there. And Lord have mercy, how I missed it. I miss the gym so much. When this shit is over, I'm signing up for 2 gyms and going to 3. Like I'm literally gonna go to Planet Fitness, Nonstop Fitness, and Crunch. All 3. I'm going to all 3. I have to.
Free promo.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh word. Shout out to Nonstop Fitness.
Free workout sesh.
Free workout sessions, right? But I have to.